July 4th, Sail 250, which is like the president's military parade in New York City, NBA Finals, World Cup, potentially Taylor Swift's wedding, all as overlapping events in New York City between June 11th and July 19th.
Taylor Swift is reportedly getting married inside one of the most famous buildings on the entire planet. And the choice is so bold, so completely unexpected, that it has the whole internet doing a double take. For months, the guessing game ran wild. A seaside estate in Rhode Island, a secret apartment in downtown Manhattan, a quiet garden somewhere far from the cameras. Everyone had a theory.
I got a prediction where it is, I don't know. I think it's going to be at her penthouse, at her apartment, which is how Beyonce and Jay-Z got married. They didn't do it at a venue, they did it at the apartment.
Something
they can
private and controlled.
Yeah. And now, weeks before the big day, sources say the location has reportedly come into focus, and it is none of those. The most watched wedding of the year is reportedly happening at Madison Square Garden. Yes, the arena, the same iconic venue that has hosted the biggest concerts, the biggest fights, and the biggest moments in New York City history is reportedly where Taylor will marry Travis Kelce on July 3rd. And once the shock wears off, the logic behind it is reportedly nothing short of genius. Because for a couple that has spent months obsessing over privacy, fighting leaks, and guarding every detail like a state secret, Madison Square Garden may be the single most secure place in the entire city to get married. Here's why. The arena reportedly has no windows, none. That means there is no angle, no rooftop, no distant lens, no helicopter shot that can capture a single frame of the ceremony from the outside. It is a sealed box in the middle of the busiest borough in America. On top of that, it reportedly has underground parking. That means guests can arrive and leave without ever stepping into public view. No crowds converging, no paparazzi swarming the entrance. For two people who have treated this wedding like a fortress, they reportedly found the one building designed to be exactly that. But here is where it gets fascinating, and where the reports start to contradict each other in a way that tells its own story. Some sources say this will be an absolutely massive event. The guest count is reportedly landing somewhere between 1,100 and 1,200 people filling the arena to watch the couple say "I do." Other sources insist the exact opposite, claiming Taylor wants something intimate. A room small enough that she can look around and recognize every single face in it. So which is it? A stadium spectacle or a private gathering? And the answer might be that with someone like Taylor Swift, even her version of intimate is bigger than most people's wildest dreams. When your closest circle includes pop stars, supermodels, movie stars, and an entire NFL roster, recognizing every face and filling an arena are not necessarily two different things. That contradiction is reportedly the perfect snapshot of how this entire wedding has unfolded. Nobody knows anything for sure, and that is exactly how she wants it. So here is everything else swirling around this wedding right now, because the venue reveal is just the beginning. Start with how the invitations are reportedly being handled, because it fits the secrecy perfectly. There are reportedly no mailed invitations going out, no engraved cards that could be photographed and leaked. Instead, Taylor is reportedly reaching out to guests directly by text. She is delivering details personally and quietly, rather than through anything that could end up in a tabloid. People are reportedly being kept on a need-to-know basis right up until the day itself. It is the same philosophy that has driven everything. Control the information, control the leak. And choosing a windowless arena reachable by underground parking is reportedly just the physical version of that same instinct.
She is not actually sending out save the dates. Instead, guys, she is actually calling people and telling them, hey, keep this date.
That instinct reportedly shaped the guest list too, which has been a roller coaster of names going in and out. In one of the biggest surprises, former best friend and supermodel Karlie Kloss is reportedly back in. After years of speculation about one of pop culture's most famous friendship breakups, sources now say the two women reportedly made up quite some time ago. Whatever real issues once existed are now water under the bridge, earning Kloss a spot at the ceremony. But while one friend is reportedly back in, another couple is reportedly out. Actor Miles Teller and his wife, model Kaylee, are reportedly left off the list after a quiet falling out tied to the two women simply growing apart.
You and Kelly maybe be attending the wedding.
I don't know. That is going to be, I imagine, one impressive wedding. But yeah, just very happy for them. I've known, Trav for a while too, and yeah, I think they're having a blast. That's the point.
And rising pop star Benson Boone is reportedly invited as well, with the timing working out perfectly since his next performance is not until a few days after the wedding. Now, while the guest list keeps shifting, the couple still reportedly found time to remind everyone they are a real love story, not a tabloid arrangement. They were just spotted on a color-coordinated date night in Florida. Travis is reportedly training for a 14th NFL season out of a massive rental home, and Taylor has reportedly been splitting her time just to stay close to him. She wore a sleek black dress, he matched her in black, and they walked out hand in hand as he cheerfully told a small crowd of fans to have a good night. No tension, no drama, just two people clearly choosing each other over the noise.
Oh my God.
Hey guys.
Oh my God.
Have a good night, guys.
It was a quiet reminder that underneath all the wedding chaos, the relationship at the center of it reportedly looks genuinely happy. That same closeness reportedly extends to how their whole world has changed. Sources say the couple has reportedly stopped filling their calendars with endless meetings and outings. They are choosing instead to spend their time simply enjoying each other, with one insider describing their relationship as a real-life love song. Taylor's world has reportedly grown smaller, more private, more focused on the people she truly trusts, and in a way the Madison Square Garden plan reflects that perfectly. A giant public landmark transformed into the most private room in the world for one night. Of course, the control extends far beyond the venue. Anna Wintour, the most powerful figure in all of fashion, reportedly offered to help plan the wedding. Taylor reportedly turned her down, choosing to run the entire day herself in the name of authenticity over spectacle. The same guarding reportedly applies to the dress. Reports say 6 gowns were commissioned from multiple designers, several of them deliberate decoys. Every designer is locked behind a non-disclosure agreement so that a single leak could be traced to its exact source. 6 gowns just to protect one walk down the aisle. The bridal party has reportedly become its own quiet competition. The most coveted role, maid of honor, is reportedly the subject of a friendly tug-of-war among Taylor's famous friends. Selena Gomez is widely seen as the front-runner thanks to a friendship stretching back more than 15 years. There is also reportedly tension over a strict no-plus-one policy. One invitee is so frustrated about having to attend alone that she has reportedly considered skipping the wedding entirely.
Some guests have suggested that they have not been invited alongside a partner and they are livid.
Well, the whole +1 thing is a little bit tricky. I would suggest that it comes more into play if the bride and groom are struggling a bit for money and they want to keep the numbers down.
And the seating chart reportedly carries its own drama. One report claims Travis is biting his lip over the fact that one famous guest is bringing an even more famous musician as her date. Even the pre-wedding parties are reportedly being treated like major productions. Taylor has reportedly set a budget of $10 million for Travis's bachelor party, a relaxed island getaway built around golf with his brother and his quarterback. Her own plans reportedly involve multiple bachelorette trips across several favorite destinations. And in the middle of locking down the most secretive wedding in years, Taylor reportedly just released a brand new original song tied to one of the biggest family films of the summer. Only she could guard her personal life like a vault and still drop fresh music that sends the entire fan base into a frenzy. The money side has its own storyline. Sources say a prenuptial agreement is almost certainly being finalized before the ceremony. The most interesting part is reportedly not what goes in it, but where it gets signed, with some locations offering far stronger protections than others. The people advising her reportedly understand that difference down to the last clause, treating it as careful planning rather than any sign of doubt. And Travis keeps making headlines beyond the romance. He reportedly bought a minority stake in his hometown baseball team. He called himself a kid from the Heights living the dream. setting off jokes that the bride was secretly funding it.
Skull Guards, baby! It's a dream come true for a Cleveland kid. Any Cleveland kid would be through the roof right now, and I'm happy to be the honorable one to get to do it for us, man.
At a recent playoff game, sitting courtside beside Taylor, he reportedly pulled off a beer chug so enthusiastic that his own brother roasted him for it on their podcast.
The internet would beg to differ, you classless. You're a role model, Travis. You cannot be out there chugging beers in public.
I'll chug this accelerator right now. It was a classy chug, Jason. All right, didn't spill one drop. Didn't crush the can. I'm on hardwood floor at an NBA game. Could have got messy. It was a smooth, classy chug to get the people going.
Even the music world keeps circling back to Taylor. One of the biggest names in hip-hop reportedly slipped a friendship bracelet tribute tied to her tour and a lyric naming her into his latest release. So here's the bottom line. The wedding is reportedly happening at Madison Square Garden in New York City on July 3rd. The venue was reportedly chosen because it has no windows for photographers and underground parking for private arrivals. The guest count is reported anywhere from an intimate gathering to 11 or 1,200 people. There are reportedly no mailed invitations, just personal texts. Carly Kloss is reportedly back on the guest list after the former friends reportedly reconciled. Miles and Kaylee Teller are reportedly out, and Benson Boone is reportedly in. The couple was just spotted on a Florida date night while Travis trains for a 14th season. Taylor reportedly turned down Anna Wintour and reportedly commissioned 6 gowns with several decoys. Selena Gomez is the reported frontrunner for Maid of Honor. The bachelor party reportedly has a $10 million budget, a new song just dropped, and the prenup is reportedly being finalized. 28 days until the 3rd of July. The biggest stage in the world is reportedly about to host the biggest wedding in years, and the choice says everything about who Taylor has become. She did not run from the spotlight. She did not hide in some far-off corner of the world. She reportedly took the most famous arena on the planet, the place built to hold a roaring crowd of 20,000, and turned it into a sealed private sanctuary for one perfect night, hiding in plain sight, in the loudest room in America, on her own terms. Because the truest power is not avoiding the spotlight. It is standing right in the middle of it and still controlling exactly what the world gets to see. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.